Hi everyone, how are you? It's Laurie and I'm here to do a daily reading. This is going to be a different type of tarot reading. I'm using the Osho Zen tarot deck, and it's got traditional aspects as well as some twists. All right, let's go ahead and see what the message is that's going to come out here for you. Our focus today is going to be on overcoming fighting. All right, so there's an energy of conflict, challenged. I'm getting an element of stubbornness, clashing egos. What is it you're holding on to? What is it you're so rigid and set in your ways about that you feel like you literally have to fight about this? Is it really worth that effort or energy that you're putting into this that's keeping you separated from your loved one, from what you truly want? I'm also hearing it doesn't even have to be fighting against another person. This could be you fighting with your own self, limiting yourself, holding yourself back. I'm definitely getting you're keeping yourself from something important here, and it can be through any aspect of you fighting. Okay, so when we fight, it usually means we have picked a side, picked a thought, picked a decision, made a choice, and we're going to stick with it no matter what. I mean, whether we're right or we're wrong, we're going to stick with it, okay? And that is the energy that I am feeling here. So, Spirit, I am hearing, is saying you can let this go. That whatever you're fighting so desperately for, there's a better way to achieve that goal. And the best way is to stop the fighting. Let that go. Don't argue. Don't butt heads. Your way is not the only way of seeing this. Okay, there's always two sides to every story. So I'm getting that whatever is happening here, whatever perpetuating this negative energy, this conflict, it has nothing to do with what's at stake. Okay, so let's give you an example here. If you are arguing about who's going to take the kids, oh wow, look at the lighting. Oh, that's just crazy. Oh, and I hear we've got saws going again. It's been nonstop for 3 weeks. All right, so I apologize for the lighting. I hope it gets better. But if you say you're disagreeing about visitation rights with any, your kids or any situation going on, it really doesn't have anything to do with the actual time that you're spending with your kids or not being able to spend with your kids. This is coming down to you're angry with the other person over something unrelated. Okay, and Spirit's saying, stop the fighting and you'll realize what you're not fighting for. You're not fighting for the right thing here, is what I'm hearing. You think you're fighting for the right to see your kids, or you think you're fighting because your spouse or ex-spouse or whatever, or baby daddy, baby mama is not taking responsibility or doing what they're supposed to be doing. And that's really what the issue is. Maybe you're overwhelmed. You're feeling like you're the only one doing anything that's supposed to be done. That's the issue. That's what should be discussed, not arguing, okay? Especially if it's over kids. Please, if it's over children, custody in any way, I hope you're not arguing in front of the kids, because that makes them feel unwanted and makes them feel unloved and like they're causing the problem. So please don't do that. And that's not a judgment. We all do things like that. We talk about things in front of people. We Don't think or paying any attention. Kids are hearing everything. All right, let's see what else we have going on here. What would Spirit's advice to you actually be? What is Spirit's advice to you? And I do apologize for the background noise. It is life. I have no control over it, and I'm not going to try to control it. I only have so many hours in the day to get done what I got to get done, just like you. So, let's see what we have here. The Master. Who's the Master? The one that's in control of themselves. They understand who they are. They don't let other people's opinions of them affect who they are. They don't lose control. The Master is the one who understands, who can stay calm, who can see the bigger picture. Okay, also, this is like the Hermit energy here, but it's also the Emperor energy. It's also the Hierophant. It's all, and the Magician, all wrapped into one card here. So it embodies all of those energies. The skills, the resources, the understanding, the clarity, okay? Full moon, but full control, master of their emotions, of their thoughts, of their feelings. I am hearing there's a need to heal from something here, and if arguing and fighting about this, even within yourself, is not going to resolve it, there's a need to take a step back from this situation, think about it, maybe get some advice from somebody else. Doesn't mean you have to take their advice, but it may trigger something in you, maybe helps you to settle something within yourself. All right, let's go ahead and see what else we have coming out here for you. So Spirit's saying to master your energies, figure out what is going on, what resources are actually available to you to help resolve this situation. Maybe you need a mediator. I don't care what your situation is. All right, hello, bug. Somebody gave me a house plant. At least I thought it was a house plant, and I put it in the house. I don't know what they're called, but the little natty bugs flying all over the place. I'm not happy because I just got rid of them all recently. All right, so look at that. Morality. Interesting energy, this, okay? Because we all have slightly different moral beliefs. And this may be what actually is creating the conflict within yourself or between you and someone else. Is you believe a certain way and you're expecting them to believe the same way. And what I'm hearing is that may not be, that might not even be possible. Okay, you probably are pretty close in a lot of ways, but you know, some people have big issues about how they want something done. I'm not going to use children. That's a good analogy, but it can fit in any aspect of your life. How to handle money, how you view work. Okay, so you have different moral beliefs about those things. And when we expect other people to feel the same way we do and hold to the same moral rules that we're holding ourselves to a situation, we get disappointed. Okay, we get disappointed. And that's what I'm hearing here, is that's what's at the heart of this situation. It's two people, or you believing two different things. You expecting this, but you're holding to this. You believe that parents should do this with their kids, yet the other parent doesn't agree with that. That's why you aren't together. You don't see eye to eye on these things. And it doesn't make you right and them wrong, and it doesn't make them right and you wrong. It just is not the same picture, okay? Can you master your own emotions here about this type of situation. How can you compromise with this person to end this fighting? Too many cards. I'm sure that showed up on camera. All right. I got to remember that my camera's on this table too, this one. And if you can see it jiggles it. All right, so let's go ahead and see what you can do. How can you find compromise? What can you do that will help you to get a different perspective here? Okay, laziness, but laziness is not laziness. Laziness is about letting it go, stepping back from it, taking a break and saying, you know what? Life is not meant to be this hard. It's not meant to be this stressful. Let's have some fun. Okay, let's take a step back. Let's take a break. Let's take a vacation. Let's distance ourselves from whatever is troubling us so that we can think clearer, feel more clearly, understand our feelings, understand maybe where the other person is coming from. Let's see what the most likely outcome is going to be here for you. This is kind of the drift I'm going to go in with this channel. I may do traditional tarot readings every now and then or do oracle messages. So I hope if you find something that you're enjoying here and that you come back in the future. All right, let's see what we have. If you're a Libra, you may want to go check out my other channel, Your Empress Energy. There's a link down below, or there will be a link at the end of this video. And you can have any type of Libra in your chart. I'm also doing all signs readings over there. All right, so your outcome here is, oh, look at that. How can you ask for more clarity as an outcome card? Success, okay? Celebrations, strength. Look at that tiger. Look at that tiger and the strength in that tiger. Looking straight ahead, heading into the future, celebrating, throwing back, okay? And it's because you took the time to rest, to relax, to get a different perspective. All right? This is how we play the game of life. And yes, life is a game because there's rules to life. If you follow the rules to a certain degree, you're pretty much going to go in the right direction for that game. If you keep breaking the rules, butting your head up against everything, then you're struggling. Have a strategy. And I will point out the checkerboard floor here. All right, so there is a need for a strategy, but you can't have a strategy if you're in the thick of the war, you're in the battle, in the middle of the fighting. You have to step back from it so you can get a different perspective. This fighting comes from, it's my way or the highway. It's the only way, and the other person feels the same way. You can't come to a compromise. You can't end the war if both of you are going to continue to butt heads over this, if you're just going to keep fighting about it. You have to master your emotions, your feelings, and the best way to do that, take a break. Take a step back, let it go, and say, you know what? It is what it is for today, for this week, for this month, whatever. I'm not going to argue anymore. I'm not going to fight anymore. It's not that I'm giving up on my kids or the situation. No. You're just saying you're not going to fight about it anymore. You're going to try to find solutions, answers, compromise. How can this work? Obviously, you two are on different pages. You have different viewpoints of how this is right and how this is not right. And like I said, it doesn't mean either one of you is right or wrong. It means that you have two different viewpoints that need to come together. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have, I would ask for you to go ahead and click that like button for me, drop a comment, let me know what your thoughts are on this. Are you stuck? Do you need some sort of confirmation here. Or did you receive confirmation? All right. Peace.